Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, all that other good shit. Now check this. This is something I want to be realistic with y'all. You know, it is what it is. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but y'all sometimes y'all throw people up in my face, and I've told y'all my history many a times. I keep on presenting dogs to y'all directly from me off my yard. I show y'all the champions and everything else. So I don't really feel like I gotta talk. But when y'all, you know what I mean? When y'all throw certain people up in my face and y'all try to act like because he said, yeah, I know Dave Wilson, sellout Dave, is he's allowing Merles now, you know. He allowed exotics, but but y'all still talk about, well, he started to breed. He's the greatest breeder of all time. Why isn't he on? Let me tell you something. Dave used to breed dogs, but I'm gonna be realistic with y'all, man. In the last, let's say, since 2004, Dave ain't really did nothing positive, man. Let's just be realistic. You know what I mean? Let's just be realistic. If y'all want to do this and y'all fact checks and y'all tell me, what great dog has Dave Wilson produced in the last 15 years? We can go over a step further and say in the last 20 years, because the last real bad dog that I remember Dave Wilson producing was Little Roe. It's 20 years ago. Now, if we're gonna be more realistic about the shit, people, I know first thing y'all gonna say, well, what about Hallie? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth on Hallie. First of all, Dave tried to lie and say that I didn't pay, I owed him something off the dog, and then he shut his mouth when I had the damn copies of the emails and the copies of the money orders I sent paying for my dog in cash. This is the kind of individual he is. But since y'all got me in this zone, I'm gonna tell you the truth. 20 years, y'all tell me. He didn't produce Hallie. You know what I mean? He sold me Hallie, which he did. But the truth of the matter is that the Trevinos down here in Texas, not only did they have the female, they had the male. Now, y'all tell me how this works out. They had the female, they had the male. Now, they did get the female from Dave, and they owed Dave some puppies back from the female. But Shamu never left their house after this breeding. It was their breeding. They paid him back in puppies. They own the stud, they own the female, they whelped the litter. That was not a razor's edge dog. Hallie was not a razor's edge dog. The only accreditation that Dave gets is that he gave the female to him, and they was owed some puppies back. But he basically sold the female. They just paid him in puppies and did the breeding. That was their breeding, but of course he slaps razor's edge on the name of everything. Demon Boy, not a razor's edge dog. That comes from Bashar and Sean Jackson. He's not a razor's edge dog. You can't just go slapping your name on everything. Remy, not a razor's edge dog. Paco, not a razor's edge dog. Excalibur, we can keep on talking. We can keep on going. Dave just claims other people's dogs. He wasn't doing them breedings, man. King Kamali, not a razor's edge dog. None of these dogs was razor's edge, man. That shit is the biggest myth in the history of the American bully world. Dave Wilson has not really produced dogs in 20 years. He talks a good game, but the truth of the matter is he ain't did nothing. He's not done anything. The only thing he's done now is be detrimental to the breed by allowing any and everything to come into our breed. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. Our breed was better off before he got his hands on it. When things was being ran by everybody else, it was better. Now, you talk about paperwork and organization. No, that was not better. But as far as the quality of the dogs and the way things was going, it was a lot better. Dave Wilson, and his greed and him wanting to be an international superstar basically screwed over this breed. The simple fact that the shit that y'all see going on with him and Bashar, the world's #1 puppy peddler, the things you see that go on in the show ring, where you can tell that the shows is fixed. When you see a dog that has a longer back and not as legitimate a conformation overall, beat a very, very strong conformation dog, we know what it is, man. I'm telling y'all praise people, but y'all don't research people. If you research this shit and you say what dogs is directly attributed, I'm talking about produced, whelped, right at Dave Wilson's house, ain't it? You'd be very, very, very hard pressed to find great dogs that was whelped at Dave Wilson's house outside of the last 15 years, for sure. For sure. Razor's Edge is the biggest myth that we ever heard. The blood, Razor's Edge blood is legitimate. Razor's Edge bloodline and Dave Wilson, that shit's a joke, man. I'm just being real with y'all. It ain't nothing to it. That's somebody taking credit for everybody else's work and has ran the biggest scam on the American bully community ever. He has not done anything in a long time, and he got his hands on the Abkc. And what happened from that point is, after screwing, pretty much everybody else who put into the Abkc out of the Abkc, he turns around and basically what he does is he destroyed the breed. All of the health issues that you see, all of the exotic shit that you see in the breed now, all of the mixing of the bulldogs, all of this shit, he was the one that not only allowed it, but he welcomed it because it meant more money to his pocket. That's it. Y'all want a real talk? Y'all want to talk about how great a person is? Y'all tell me what's the actual contribution. It has been no strong DNA testing to clean up our breed. As a matter of fact, at times DNA testing has been denied when some of his friends were proven to be mixing dogs and hanging papers. The breeds that we said were wrong for the dogs, whether it was Bullseye or Miyagi, now that stuff is allowed in because we knew it was bad, but it's allowed in now because it's money. Everything that has been detrimental to this breed, from the extreme class to the Merles to the exotics to all of these health issues, that's Dave Wilson's real legacy. Before any of y'all try to throw that clown in my face and say that he's some kind of great person and he's some kind of great this and that and the other, that's what's happened on Dave Wilson's watch. The deterioration of a breed has happened on Dave Wilson's watch. He's not created anything great. The original blood, I've always given him credit for that. The original shit, he was spitting out fire. That was 20 years ago. Ever since then, y'all really take a look at what this breed has turned to since he's been the so-called leader and since he's been up front. That's reality, man. People can get mad, people can get in their feelings about whatever. That's the true reality. You know what I mean? There's some cats I don't even like, but he screwed over a lot of people. Some of the people he screwed I don't like, but they got screwed. It's just the truth. You know what I mean? The guy's a habitual liar. The guy's a habitual true life con artist in many ways. There is no such thing as Razor's Edge bloodline. Motherfucker ain't made no dogs. How can you have a bloodline and you ain't made no damn dogs in 20 years? The dogs that you claiming is your bloodline come from somebody else's yard. The registry is in shambles as far as the quality of dogs that's in the ring from week to week. A laughable ass breed. Ain't never put your foot down about nothing. Well, I'm lying. I'm lying right there. He put his foot down that Miyagi and Bullseye shouldn't be let in, and he put his foot down that the extreme class shouldn't be around. But what do? He allowed them back in. So after you telling us that this was bullshit, then you say, oh, come on in because the price is raised and I need more money. Be careful how you choose your idols. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. Be careful how you choose your idols. The next person who try to throw that in my face, ain't nothing coming with him. I know him for real. Y'all know him on Facebook. Y'all know him going to shows and y'all looking up to a motherfucker that realistically, if you pulled out the portfolio, that motherfucker empty. Empty on positivity. It's a lot of ugly shit going on. No respect for the breed. Just somebody who took a breed that he supposedly loved and conned the world with it in order to set up a lifestyle for his family and his kids. Nothing gonna change. The man feeding his family well with it. So y'all take it as what y'all want to take it. I'm out.